All right, this is going to be a little tutorial or instruction video about how you're going to complete this assignment and participate in all of your steps here. So feel free as we go along to pause. Maybe after each step, you can pause it, complete this step, and hit play and continue to play this video. Play it as many times as you need. This is meant for you. To use as a resource as many times as you need. Okay. So, first and foremost, when you open this entire document, it should be directing you to make a copy. If it doesn't direct you to make a copy of this document, please make sure you go here and make a copy of the entire presentation. Just to make sure, because what happens is if you start editing on this, this is the master slide that everyone views. So when you make a copy, it makes a copy of this entire thing, but it's yours to keep, it's yours to turn in. You don't see anyone else working on this. It's your slides in particular. And so throughout the year, boys and girls, I will be giving you a lot of these types of documents where they look like Google Slides, and they are Google Slides. And I'm sure at some point in your schooling career, you have completed a slides and presented to a class. Well, now that we're in virtual learning, Google Slides is not just meant for presentation. It could be also meant for interaction, learning, engagement. And that's how we're going to primarily use Google Slides this year. So you will see a lot of stuff like this where you see the actual slide right here, but then off to the side, I have directions. And if you notice, when I go to present this, you only see the slide because this is the slide. So never never complete these assignments or activities or lessons in a presentation mode. Just do it in an editing mode, okay? So I'm gonna take you through the steps of how to practice your essential digital skills, essential digital learning with this document. These essential skills are basically, some of you might have really good experience with it. Some of you might not have any experience with it. And it's really meant to kind of just catch you where you are. So if you're experienced with Google Slides and you know pretty much everything about the toolbar up here, how to insert images, how to insert a text box, how to insert videos, any of that, then this is just good practice because, we are going to be really engaging with this year. And, practice makes better. Never perfect, but it does make you better at it. This is something that you can always improve your skills with. And you might learn something new that you never knew before. So it's a really good practice and it's a fun way to engage with the skills. All right, so let's go ahead. And this first couple of steps might seem a little weird, but the whole purpose is to get you really diving in and exploring your toolbar up here, exploring all that's possible with Google Slides as a student. So we'll go to step one. Step one says, find an image to add into this white box right here. Click here to see how it's done. So this is a video. All you do where it says click here, take your cursor, put it over on top of the words here and click. The moment you click, you'll see this link. This link will take you directly to a YouTube video that I recorded for you that teaches you how to find an image to add into this white box. Okay, so you are going to follow the instructions. I'm not going to tell you how to do right now because I want you to just follow step by step. If you want to go ahead and do that step right now so that it makes sense at this time, please go ahead and pause this video, go over to the tab of where you have your document and complete this step number one. All right, I'm moving on to step two if you didn't pause. Step number two. Once you've inserted your image, you are going to expand your image to kind of, fit the size of the box. And I want you to add text on top of your image. You can place a title on top of the image. So you can title the image. So let's say you found a picture of maybe you really, really like surfing. Maybe you're a surfer. You go to the beach a lot. You went to the beach this summer. Maybe you love surfing. So you find a picture of surfing. Maybe it's a picture you took, or someone took of you, or maybe it's just a Google image. You are going to add text on top of that image, and you are going to either describe the image or write a title for the image of some kind. You can make anything up. I don't care what you write. This is all for you to practice, because eventually when we get down here, you guys are going to be designing your own virtual lockers, and I'll go through that in a sec. So this is just to practice those skills. So go ahead and do that now. I would recommend pausing right now. If you want to take it step by step, pause the video now and add the text on top of your image. So once you replay, add a hyperlink to your text to another web page that relates to your image. So again, if you have a picture of a surfer on this blank screen, you're going to watch this video, and these 2 videos will show you how to do that. Again, this is not me telling you how to do it in this video. I'm just going through the directions. These 2 videos will show you how to add a hyperlink to your text to another web page. Maybe you can go to Google and find a web page about your favorite surfer, or how to surf, steps on how to surf. That's something that you can do here. Step number 3, and again, go ahead and pause. Before I get to step 3, go ahead and pause, watch the videos, complete all of step 2 before we move on to step 3. So step 3, find a video on YouTube that relates to your picture. For example, if you have a picture of a flower, or we were talking about surfing, maybe you can find a YouTube video about your famous surfer, or the steps of how to surf. So again, it's an instructional video, or it's, the best places to surf in Hawaii or Australia. You can find a video related to surfing in some capacity, and you are going to embed that link, that video, on top of your image right in here. So basically, whenever I click on your image, it will take you, just like I click here, it takes me to a link, a YouTube link. You're going to practice doing that here. And in these 2 videos, I have, not only do I have a video, but I have step-by-step instructions, if that works for some. And then I also have a video here about how you're going to embed your own video onto your picture here. Go ahead and pause now to complete step 3. Okay, step 4. What you're going to do, this is going to be a little bit more tricky, and that's okay. Feel free to pause in between as much as you have to try it again, try it again, try it again. And if you absolutely cannot get it, that's okay. We will work through it together. So you're going to take a screenshot of the image that you have here, along with the title, the words on top, and you are going to rename the title of this image. You're going to insert this image. Here, let me help you, some of you up. You are going to insert the image. Let's see here. Just stretch it out a little bit. Okay. You are going to, where is it? Insert the image on the next page. This allows you to practice taking screenshots and inserting images from your desktop. Go over this doc. So this document right here will teach you how to insert a screenshot, and this video will also help you complete this step as well. So again, watch the video, look at the doc. You're just going to take a screenshot of this picture. This video will tell you how to do that. And then you are going to save that image to your desktop or your documents on your computer or your Chromebook. And then you're going to insert it right here as an image. Okay. And so you might have to watch this, replay this section of the instructions and rewatch the video a couple times. But hey, guess what? It's called practice. This is never going to be easy the first time around, but this is all a part of learning. We will get better at this the more that we practice. So don't get frustrated. Just move on and work through your issues. All right. So Once you have completed these tasks, you have been introduced to the basic skills of inserting images and kind of designing on a Google Slides, really. I want you to play around with this toolbar up here. I could sit here and tell you what every single button up here does, but you're probably not going to really remember a lot of it. The way that I learned how to do a Google Slides is that I literally went through and I clicked on everything. Click, 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 click. And I played around with it. That is what I want you to do here. Play around with your image. Do these basic steps, but change the font size, change the style of font, insert some shapes, some arrows, insert different lines that you can do. You can do a fill color. See, I'm already playing around with it. If you ever make a mistake, this little back button is the undo. Notice how I accidentally added this little box here. This back button will take it away like it never happened. And if you're like, oh, actually, I did want that, you can redo it like you did want it, but I don't want this for us. So we're going to take it off. So yeah, again, play around. These are just layouts. Don't worry about transitions. That's just the design of how it plays in. This is just for when you go live, when you present an actual presentation on Google Slides, but we're not doing that here. Okay, so yes, explore, do your own thing. Now we are designing our virtual locker. So you're going to take the skills that you did up here, that you completed up here, and you're going to apply them down here. And this is going to give us an opportunity to get to know you guys better, to get to know each other, our classmates. It's a really important time to work together to get to know each other our first couple weeks of school, because we are in a virtual environment and we want to be able to replicate the classroom as much as possible and to feel connected with one another, because that's going to make learning much better for you and for me and for everyone that's participating. Okay, so if you were you're in sixth grade, you would be designing your own personal lockers. You would have your own PE lockers in your sixth grade, coming into middle school. Well, we don't have our PE lockers because we're not physically there. And so a locker basically holds all of your items that you need for class, for your PE class. When you get to high school, you'll have lockers where you stick all your books and then you go in between classes. And you'll notice that a lot of high schoolers, I know I did when I was in high school, I decorated my locker with pictures that represented me and what I liked. And so that's essentially what you're going to do. This video is going to teach you how to do all of that and literally repeat what I just told you. So go ahead and watch this video after you watch the one that I'm doing right now. And I think that video will kind of go into all of these descriptions and details about your designing your locker. So make sure you finish that video. This is the slide where you will design your locker. And then once you're finished with your actual locker, you are going to copy and paste your slide, your single locker slide. So this guy right here, this one, once you're finished with it, and you're going to copy and paste it to this class slide deck. So I explain how to do that and the purpose of this in this video here. Just click the YouTube link and it takes you to my to the video. And then this link takes you to the slide deck right here. It literally pops it open for you to edit it. Okay. So yes, you will have to write a summary, but again, the video I have right here will explain how to do all of that and the requirements for this assignment. Okay. You will be sharing, so please make sure everything you do on here is appropriate. If Mr. Smedley, the principal, were to walk in the room, he would say, "Good job, this is awesome." Not be concerned about welfare or the welfare of the class or yourself. So please, please, please make it appropriate, nothing violent. If you like video games, I do not want to see guns. I do not want to see knives. I do not want to see weaponry. Please find an image of video games. If that's, I know a lot of you love to play video games. I know I do, but make it appropriate for school. You can find something without that in there. Okay. So have some fun with this assignment, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with.